Welcome back to Inside the Huddle. I'm Mike Joseph for the Lafayette Sports Network and GoLeopards.com. The Leopards coming off a big win up at Holy Cross this week. They're going to have to travel again, the last time this year, all the way down to Georgetown, to Washington, D.C., to play a team that they haven't beaten in 3 years. But some of the differences on offense, I think, will give them an advantage. 12 personnel we're going to talk about today. And what that means is when you identify how many backs are in the game, one back, and how many tight ends are in the game. We have two tight ends, one front side called Y, backside W, 2. So in other words, 12 personnel. And that's where the formation occurs, the 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver formation. What it does is it gives you 7 blockers up front against 7 in the box. So basically a hat for a hat. Most defenses will either drop a man into the box to create that 8-man front. When that happens, the free safety has to go to the middle, and it leaves these corners on an island. So using the 12 personnel, using Big Brandon Hall on one side and Morgan Donahue on the other, has really given Lafayette an advantage in the running game. And for a new freshman quarterback, what it allows him to do is see coverage a lot earlier. The other formation I'll tell you about is when they drop the backside 2 tight ends together. So now you have twins to the front side and you have 2 tight ends to the backside. Again, this what does, it creates a mismatch back here with a corner who has to come up and play run support. So now you have a strong running game to the backside tight end, and to the front side, again, you make that safety basically declare, is he going to come into the box and have 2 over 2? You can run the bubbles. You can create a lot of mismatches out here with that wide receiver. And in the slot, I've also seen Mickey Fine take big number 87 and flex him away from the outside, and then a receiver out here. So lots of things you can do with that 12 personnel. And then in the last game, if you watch closely against Holy Cross, to be able to have a tight end that can come back to the front side and wrap around with a fullback like Crean or Morgan Donahue, they create a lot of mismatches and misdirection for Ross Sherman and Greg Kessel. So one thing to look for this week, 12 personnel, 2 tight ends on the field, a healthy Brandon Hall, a healthy Morgan Donahue makes a big difference in the running game as well as the passing game. We'll see you at Georgetown this weekend, 1 o'clock.